start right with Justin Arvon of Greater Beckley Christian Crusaders. Justin, another win, and I mean, it seemed like just because of the start you got, Webster was always put in a situation where they had a big hill to climb, and they just could never get up. That start was really a key to the game.
It was, but as you saw, and Webster's been this way forever, they're not out. I mean, they battled the entire game. Even right there at the end when we put subs in, both of us, they were battling. So Webster's never out of the game. They're a good team. They're well coached and they play hard. We did come out to that 19-4 run that was spurred on by our defense. And then, Webster made some adjustments, started changing their defenses, took us out of it on the offensive end a little bit. But what can't happen is that translates to the defensive end, and I felt like it did. Our lackadaisicalness on the offensive end came down to the defensive end, and that can't happen. So we have a lot to work on.
Eli Gunter really super hot for you tonight. 19, and it seemed like a lot more than that.
It did. One of his teammates in the locker room said he has the loudest points I've ever heard because he thought he had like 35 and he had 19. Then Eli came over and he said, "Coach, did I have 19?" I said, "I thought I had 20." Like, that's one more. But no, Eli's a good leader for us. He can put the ball in the basket. He does it on the defensive end. He's our leading rebounder. Just super happy with his effort tonight.
I think you'll say defense. Well, I'm going to cut it off right there.
Yeah.
Why are you guys such a, and it probably does have a lot to do with that, but why are you guys so prolific at basketball camp? Why on the offensive end of the board? Offensive end of the court.
Well, we like to get out in transition, and our defensive pressure and focus and discipline really leads to turnovers a lot of times and kind of quick shots. And we like to get out and run. And when we can score in transition, we'll put up some points. But like I tell the guys, our defense leads to offense, and that happens for a lot of teams. But our athleticism aids us certainly in getting up and down the floor, and that's how we want to play.
I think they probably could point to this a little bit too, because they probably say they missed some shots and maybe close to the rim, good looks, but you guys missed a lot too. It's kind of uncharacteristic for you guys. This could have been a little even worse.
Sure. In the second quarter, we missed 6 within 3 feet, and 4 of those were uncontested, and that's a stat Coach Lawson got to me there. So, and it felt right at the time when he said it. So you're leaving basically 12 points out on the floor when you do stuff like that. Now they missed some easy ones too, but we missed a lot around the rim tonight that we usually make, and those are things, probably legs. We played a tough one yesterday against Calvary over at the Bible College, and we're gonna have to prioritize rest right now. We're gonna be playing 4 games a week here, it feels like, for a long time.
You're gonna kind of get them again, before the end of the year.
Friday.
It's always going to be different up there,
Yep.
And it seems like if we do want to point to a struggle maybe of this young team, it is on the road. You've had some struggles on the road.
Yeah.
So what are you kind of looking at there?
Well, anytime you take a young group like this on the road, we go down to Chapmanville game 1 of the season. It didn't affect them at all.
Right.
You go down to Sherman. Sherman's a great team, and they took it to us.
Right.
And we ended up losing that game by 5. So you got young guys. They're going to show up a little differently. But what travels is defense. And if they're willing to talk and give intensity on defensive end, then you can travel with that. And that's what they're trying to learn. Or what I'm trying to teach. I don't know if they're trying to learn it or not. But.
I know these, we talk about this region and, wanting to play home court. I think you guys really have a home court advantage here. I think it's big. And, tonight's game kind of steps you forward towards that, and that's another big part of this win.
Oh, we want to play at home. We love it here. Kids love it here. This is our home. And student support is good. Fan support is good here. And it is a tough place to play. And but I want to take this gym with us wherever we go. I don't care if we have to go on the road. Again, defense travels. That's what we want to do.
You'll be glad to know that Eli Gunter's response to why the offense is so good because of the defensive end.
I'm sorry?
Because of the defensive end. You got to love that as a coach, hearing that.
I do, and he's, like I said, he's a senior. He's played for me for years now. He knows the expectation. Now, he doesn't always meet the expectation, but he gives his effort too. And he knows where our offense comes from. Yeah. And getting the ball up the floor is what we want to do. When we get stagnant, things happen that we don't like. So.
You kind of feel like he's kind of maybe the calming force a little bit, being a senior and with so many young kids. I mean, he just seemed, even in that stretch where he was really kind of just running three after three after three, just kind of calm, cool, collected, over celebrate, just went back, played defense.
Well, I think he's put in enough work that his expectation is success. And when you have that expectation, I mean, you play more solid, you play more confidently. So, with preparation comes confidence, and he certainly does both. He has both of those things.
All right, Justin, we appreciate it, man.
Thank you guys very much.